But the worst of the flooding has been at the River North subdivision here in North Augusta. Most of this flooding came last night, but today, look at these two homes where the flooding has covered their entire yards. But what has neighbors shocked today isn't the fact that there was a shooting, but how it was done. The suspect, we're told, reached into the bedroom window and fired the shots. And one of the pieces of evidence that investigators will be looking at are the pictures on the cell phone of the victim. They say that they actually have some pretty good images on that victim's cell phone. They'll try and use those to determine who that suspect is. Jess, it happened just up this hill behind me on William Few Parkway and Shamblin Road here in Columbia County. Now, what we know right now is that it all started around 6:30. We have some video that we can show you that includes all the gunshots. That video was taken by one of our photographers here around 10:30 last night. Now we've moved again so you can get another view of what this plane crash looks like with the sun up this morning. Just devastating to see. I mean, it almost looks like this plane came straight down out of the sky into the woods. There's hardly a debris field at all. The truck that was involved here was coming down Edgefield Highway here, came across the road, ended up heading this way into this ditch and actually slammed into this tree behind me. You can see the bark is actually rubbed off there. Now we have some video that we can show you.
This is a culmination of 1 year's worth of fundraising.
Legion riders from Post 192 in Evans will crank up their motorcycles this morning and meet over 400 others to begin their 1,500-mile trek from Indianapolis to Houston.
At the convention, they will hand over donations that Post 192 is accumulated through the year.
It's called the Legacy Run, and Legion posts from all over the country ride together in the hope of raising money for college scholarships for kids of fallen veterans.
They've already given out scholarships. People have graduated from college already off of the Legacy Scholarship.
But for one of the riders from Post 192, this trip has special meaning.
And it still gets emotional when you go over an overpass and you see people draping the flags down.
She lost her brother in Afghanistan in early 2009, leaving 4 children behind. And every summer since, she's made this trip.
In a way, I'm helping them go to college too.
Since the scholarship was created, Legion Posts have combined to raise over $3.3 million for scholarships. The Legacy Run last year raised over $700,000 alone.
There's no words for it. The show of support in our country is great.
And sure, this small group of riders from Evans loves the open road, but for them, their sense of duty goes further.
Once you put a uniform on, you become part of a family. And it's part of our job to help take care of family.
Even for those riders who know the heartbreak more than anyone.
It's for all the children who don't have the parents to help them through these situations.
My son gone. My baby's gone. I ain't got nobody.
Her son, Charlie Davis, was shot and killed last night at Dogwood Terrace in Augusta. At first, the news didn't register.
Charlie just got shot, and they don't know is he gonna make it, and they think he's dead. You know, my niece was telling me all this. I'm like, no, my baby ain't gone.
It happened just after 11 o'clock. Investigators worked for hours piecing together evidence where it happened. For the victim's mother, she just wants justice.
I just hope they solve it and put them behind bars and make them pay the consequences for what they done to my child, because he didn't deserve that.
Investigators say that after Davis was was shot on 3rd Avenue. He ran through Dogwood Terrace to 2nd Avenue. That's where the ambulance picked him up. He later died at GRU Medical Center.
They tried to give him, you know, sorry.
Her emotions understandable this morning after what she says is the worst night she's ever experienced.
Ain't more I can do. I love my child regardless of why I love my child unconditionally.
Now she'll leave it up to Richmond County investigators to bring her closure for her murdered son.
I'm just trying to let the law handle it and pray God they catch the one that did it to my son and make them pay. That's all I want, justice for my child. That's all. It's not right, it's not fair, but I know I had a good son.